everybody, the Lawnmower Detective here, and I'm doing a service/repair video on this Craftsman 20 horsepower overhead valve, model number 331777. The customer, who's a friend of mine, Ron, he has replaced the carburetor, and the symptoms were that it would crank over and it would fire, but it would barely run. I mean, even at full throttle, it would just barely put, then it would die. So I dig around in here because normally this is one of the first things I do is check the valve clearance just to see if at all possible they are out of whack, because as you know, these things can get out of whack. So as soon as I get in here, let's see if I'll be able to show you this. I reach down here and this one is about to fall off, but this is tight. This is as tight as it can get. All right, and this is about to fall off. As a matter of fact, I can take it off just like that. All right, now I got to put it back on. So what I have found is that this stud back here has backed itself out. See how loose that is? The stud has backed itself out because, like I said, this was tight, but I noticed a gap back there between the flange and the plate, and that's probably going to be it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this all off of here. I'm going to get this out and put some Loctite on this one. I'm going to take this one out and put some Loctite on this one, and so they're sure not to come out. And that, you know, that just that does that through, you know, getting hot and cold, all that stuff. So let me do that and I'll bring you back. So stay tuned. Oh, before I go, I want to say that the valve clearance on this model number 331777, this Briggs & Stratton Intech engine, is 4 thousandths on the intake and 6 thousandths on the exhaust. So stay tuned. All right, gang. So during my inspection, I have found something that was missing. Can you all see anything that's missing? There's one there, but there's not one there. So I looked around for the cap, and look what I found. I just took my old trusty magnet on a stick and stuck it back in there, and I found it. So let me get this back together and we'll see if we can't get her fired up. All right, gang, we are back, and I got the valves all wrapped up and went to fire it up, and what happened was it was blowing smoke out here, and it was also blowing smoke out of the dipstick tube. So that tells us that it's probably a head gasket. So I'm going to get this head off here and we'll take a look at it. So stay tuned. Well, look at here, everybody. Look at this head gasket. It is thrashed right here. The head itself doesn't look bad, but you can tell where it's been blowing through here. This is just fuel. It's not oil. So as you can see here, this looks like oil in here, but you can tell it's been doing this for a while. See the cleanliness of the piston on this side? It's just been blowing stuff through here, down in there, down into the crankcase. But this looks like oil, right, at first glance, but look, you can tell just by the viscosity of it And look, that's just fuel. Yeah, so it's just been pumping fuel right through here. So this is gonna probably need an oil change too, so. Cylinder doesn't look bad at all. Let me check my inventory for a head gasket here, and we'll see what we can do. Stay tuned. All right, everybody. Now, Briggs & Stratton has a bad reputation for head gaskets and stuff like that. But, however, to their credit, they do have a reputation of listening when things start to go wrong. If you can see this head gasket here, see how thick this thing is here now? This is a modification compared to the one they had before. It was so skinny right here. It didn't even cover up the whole surface. See that? See how skinny that is? Versus to how thick it is now. See, Briggs does listen. So let me get this cleaned up and get this new head gasket on here, and we'll see if we can't get her to fire up. Well, I got the head surface all cleaned up. Oh, that's the block, sorry. The head is right here. I got it all cleaned up. So we'll get this put back together. Got to get the valves reset, and get all the push rods and stuff back in. So I also went ahead and set the gap on the coil. So stay tuned, we'll get this wrapped up. Well, we got everything back together, minus the shroud. So let's see if she's gonna fire up and run this time. Noise alert. Oh, almost. She is acting a fool. What in the world is her issue? Alright, hang on, I'll bring y'all back.
It has been a pleasure having you all here. Please don't forget to give this video a like, and please subscribe. Last but not least, click the notification bell so you will know when new videos are posted. Thanks to all of you for your support.